This is my backyard. I have not been here in months. And I guess my yard man didn't really do too much. But through the power of YouTube, I'm going to magically clean this up for you. Okay. The house has been painted. The yard's been cut. You can see these pavers I put down in the French style. Should have put plastic under it so it wouldn't grow so many weeds. New windows have been put in. So yeah. Now I'm going to take you inside and we are going to check out in fast time, as fast as I can go, me putting the floor down. So let's go. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is not put the floor down, but take these windows out super fast. There goes the first one. What I was doing is removing the trim. I just have a rubber hammer and I have a crowbar, and I'm just gently popping them out in one piece so that I can put them right back in. There goes the second one. Now this is side A of the duplex. This is side B that we're looking at. Side A has renters in it currently. So I knew that I had to get these windows in within just a small amount of time. I think I started at 3 o'clock and I got done around 5. There's one of the renters questioning whether or not there is going to be a huge hole in his wall, because unlike every other window, I ordered 7 for the house. Lowe's made this one 78.5 inches. Well, the interesting part about that is windows are 78 inches, and I don't know why they made them 78.5. So you don't see it, but I go in there and I have the oscillating saw and cut the top off the window. Don't do what I do here and try to force it in with a rubber hammer. Just make sure it fits correctly. That's a picture of what it looks like with all the windows in and finished. As you can see, the windows are about 6 feet tall, a little over. This is the silicone that I use. I ran it all around the frame to seal it. And then I take the original molding and I just tap it back into place. And what I'm doing on the outside is I'm making sure that the window is pressed on the outside molding, or stops, as sometimes they're referred. And it was, so I tap it in. This is the top piece. The nails are still in it, so I have to beat them down because it's 45-degree angles cut on each end. So I can slide it in and then tap the nails in and use the original piece. Cleaning up as the renters continue to question my motives here as to if they're going to have a giant hole in their wall. I think the little girl believed in me. I'm not the greatest editor, so I just kind of let this run. There's not a really lot to say about just cleaning up after your work. I'm going to come in a few minutes with some painter's caulk. The painter's caulk is not silicone based, and I'm just running a bead or a line. I'm using a caulk gun, $2 at Lowe's, and the caulk is about $2 a canister. just anywhere that I see some unevenness all around the edges, I caulk it. And then you see right there, I'm running my hand gently over the caulk, and it makes a nice seal and makes a nice look all the way, tops, bottoms, edges, so that there's no light shining through, of course, but that you just have no gaps or anything. Just kind of makes it look nicer. Now the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to get some latex based paint. It's high gloss, and right there where the paint chipped off, just repainting right over the gloss. Now about 10 minutes in real time passed before I went and did the paint over the caulk. So I didn't just put it on right immediately. I let it dry a bit. This is what they look like afterwards. This is actually side B, but the effect is about the same. Okay, now I painted the whole house, left the carpet down, just painted over it because I was going to take it out anyway. And that mask I have on is crucial. It's about 20 bucks, but man, you need it. So this is sort of what it looked like before. Ugly air conditioner, ugly windows, ugly window trim. This is side B, the one I've been working on the whole time. Everything that I didn't want to paint, I just covered it in blue tape, painter's tape. I was replacing the windows, so I didn't have to cover the windows. I was replacing the carpet, so I didn't have to cover the carpet. I just covered the electronics. By electronics, I mean wall switches. The next video will be this bathroom being redone. New tile. Paint the tub. Tile in here. I have to level this floor. I actually painted this back screen and back steps because it looks so terrible. Now the next thing is the kitchen. This is before. It's gross. Be careful. Yes, this is what I walked into, and it was so gross I just tore it out. And then I was just like, I am throwing away this entire kitchen. And I cleaned, and I cleaned, and I cleaned, and I cleaned. And I got to about this point, and then I installed some track lighting because I thought that looked better. But I'm going to get to that in the next one. Redoing that kitchen is what I'm working on right now. This is about a midway point through doing the hallway and getting the new carpet down. So, through the power of YouTube. Okay, and here's the living room before I put any of the 7mm stuff down. Now, this is an Instagram video that I did about putting some of the laminate down. And no matter what you put down, vinyl, wood, or laminate, it's all going to be tongue and groove and go down just like you're seeing here. So what I do, of course, is, offset it just like tile so that they don't line up, or just like brick on a wall. I have a rubber hammer, and that little black rectangle you see there has lips on it and allows me to bump it so that it fits in quite nicely. There's a lot of measuring that goes into this, and believe me, I cut it wrong a lot, but I did my markings and my cuttings on the back side, not the front side, and that makes it a little easier to write and see where you wrote, and just in general. Now after I lock this down and put it in, I put molding all around it, but I don't have any video of me putting molding down. Just cut 45, paint it before you put it down, and cut 45s on the end to connect it. It should be fairly easy. Take a bow. Here's what it looks like done, and then here's with the air conditioner gone and the new window in. Here's the hallway before, and the hallway after I put the new heater in and the molding. So that's at least one shot with the molding in. Another nice little shot of the outside being painted a little before and after. And now the kitchen. I'm going to paint that dark, put it in this guy. I've already cleaned all that out. That's my new hot water heater. It's gas. I got it for free. Now, the next part will be replacing this bathroom and completely remodeling this kitchen. So, this has been not too long of a video, but if you made it all the way to the end, congratulations. I'm glad